G. Based on the results on the feedback exercise, the board requests a detailed report outlining the process and indicative costs and timeframe.
Sorry, can you put unanimously approved on that?
Yes, I can declare that one was unanimous. Yes.
Well, now we've had two, the first one and this one.
There's a process for declaring them unanimous, Member O'Connor, but for this one we can declare that. So based on the results of the feedback exercise, the board requests a detailed report outlining the process and indicative costs and timelines associated with pursuing option 2 from relevant subject matter experts within council. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Contrary? Carried.
So you refer to that as unanimous as well?
Sure. We can also declare that unanimous. H. Request officers. No, that's fine. No problem at all. Request officers at.
Point of order, and not
Sorry.
interfering with the vote, but is this resolution valid seeing he was lost? So this is the resolution that the officers.
Sorry. Can we just stay on E for a second? Yes, thank you.
We could just change it to the detailed report request and resolution H, which submitted because he was lost.
So through you, Mr. Chair, Resolution E, as it was a noting resolution, simply that there was a notified resource consent application? E. Are we talking about the same
I
one?
thought it wasn't the
So you're questioning whether H is dependent upon E, is that correct?
No, I thought that the resolution intent, or maybe if it is dependent on the notified consent, that might be fine, but I thought the report, the detailed reports as requested were actually on the one that was lost.
D. I know it's got E down there. It was actually, wasn't that referring really to D? Sorry?
So through you, Mr. Chair, the one, Resolution I, as it currently reads, is that detailed reports as requested in Resolutions E and H. Once we get to voting on I, we could amend I to remove the motion that has failed.
Yes, okay.
Yep, so that's, I think we're one step ahead of.
So if we just go back, so this is the resolution about request officers and the local board work with Harbour Access Trust and Auckland, New Zealand to find a suitable alternative off-reserve location for the proposed marine hub, preferably near Takapuna Beach.
Yep.
So there's a division on this one. Mr. Perry, if you could call it.
Yep. Member Cohen?
Yes.
Member Gillen?
Yes.
Member Hale?
No.
Member O'Connor?
Yes.
Member Rowe?
Yes.
Member Bergen?
No.
Mr. Chair. Passes 4-2.
So the next one is that detailed. Sorry, we're getting rather ahead. That detailed reports as requested in resolutions, and we'll have to change the E and H to what they are actually, be submitted to the board for consideration at the earliest possible time.
Yep.
So before we take the vote, Mr. Chair, I just want to be quite clear that we've got the resolution correct. So can I ask the Democracy Advisor to just refer to the proper resolution
Which
letter?
is, you've got H there, so,
That's not a report?
no.
No, so
So you've got H there, I think, in the, yeah, there.
Yep, so so H needs to be amended. So it's actually G.
G, yeah.
G. Okay, very good. So we'll put that motion. I don't think we need a division. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Contrary, carried.
It may be unanimous, it's so rare.
Getting less so.
What are the last two collectively? Sorry, Nita, could we just take it?
It's thanking officers.
Thanking officers and thanking the public. Members, can we take these two together, please? So it's been moved and seconded. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Contrary, carried.
Unanimous.
Unanimously, according to Member Cohen's request. So with that in mind, And with this all tidied and complete, that concludes item 11 and takes us to item 12. So this is simply the move receipt from Member Hale, seconded by Member O'Connor. All those in favour say aye.
I just want to make a statement. I just want
Sure.
to say to that, I want to thank the previous board chair, Mike Cohen, for allowing the survey to give people 4 options. This should have happened in the management plan process, and otherwise then we wouldn't be doing this. We could have decided to have 4 options in the management plan, but it was not allowed for. So thank you, Mike. You've allowed democracy to happen.
The only other point that I'll just add to that is that both Members O'Connor and Members Cohen were part of the board that unanimously agreed for the draft Takapuna Beach Management Plan to go out in the form that it was. So that's my speaking turn, Member O'Connor. Those in favour say aye.
3.14, misrepresentation, because just because it goes out for a draft doesn't mean that we actually at the end product.
That's not a misrepresentation.
And the submission, or it is, because it gives the impression that we were off in the direction. It's sort of like the dog bylaws. You allow the public to respond back.
So the item has been moved and seconded, and I'll put it to the vote. All those in favour say aye. Contrary, carried. There are no extraordinary items to be considered, so I'll declare the meeting closed at 11:36 p.m. Thank you, members, and thank you to those in the public who've remained.